ritual their contribution to the defense of Palestinian rights.
Dr. Uri Davis, a man once recognized as a staunch Jewish activist and outspoken critic of Israel's policies, did something that shocked both his allies and adversaries. He embraced Islam. But why would a lifelong advocate for Palestinian rights, born into a Jewish Zionist family in Jerusalem, take such a step? What made him reject his ancestral faith, and how did his transformation unfold? His journey is not just about conversion. It is a powerful testimony of intellectual honesty, historical truth, and the undeniable influence of Islam's message. If you think this is just another political move, stay with me, because what you are about to hear will challenge everything you thought you knew. Uri Davis was born in 1943 into a secular Jewish family in Mandatory Palestine years before the creation of Israel. As a child, he was taught the Zionist narrative, one that justified the displacement of Palestinians. But as he grew older, he started questioning this narrative, especially after witnessing the reality of occupation firsthand. His activism began in the 1960s when he joined movements against Israeli apartheid policies. But what led him to Islam was not just political resistance. It was something deeper, something spiritual. Many think his conversion was symbolic, but the truth is, Islam captivated him in a way that no ideology had before. His decision wasn't impulsive, it was years in the making, driven by a relentless search for justice and truth. But here's where it gets even more interesting. His shift didn't just alienate him from Zionists, it also unsettled some of his Palestinian allies. His official conversion happened in 2008 when he recited the Shahada in a mosque in Ramallah. But the real question is, why Islam? Why not Christianity? Or simply remain an atheist like many Jewish activists? The answer lies in the very foundation of Islamic teachings. Unlike other faiths, Islam doesn't distinguish between races, nationalities, or ethnicities. It stands as a force against oppression. And for someone like Dr. Uri Davis, who had spent his entire life fighting injustice, Islam was the ultimate truth. His acceptance of Islam was not about changing sides. It was about aligning himself with a belief system that upholds justice at its core. He found in the Quran what many overlook, a divine command to stand against oppression, even if it means going against one's own people. This was the turning point. The moment he realized that true justice can only exist with divine guidance. But what happened after his conversion? Did it make his fight for Palestine stronger, or did it push him into isolation? After becoming a Muslim, Uri Davis did not abandon his activism. Rather, he became more resolute. His conversion intensified his determination to expose the injustices committed by Israel. He continued writing, teaching, and advocating for the rights of Palestinians, but now with an even stronger conviction. His marriage to a Palestinian Muslim woman was another testament to his commitment, not just to the cause, but to the faith itself. However, his acceptance of Islam came with consequences. Many of his former allies distanced themselves, and he became an even bigger target for Zionist critics. Was he afraid? No. Because Islam gave him something that no ideology could: absolute certainty. His story proves that truth is undeniable, and no matter how much one tries to resist it, it finds its way to those who seek it sincerely. And if a man born into Zionism, raised in privilege, and educated in Western institutions can embrace Islam, then what does that tell us? Dr. Uri Davis's journey is not just his own. It is a reminder that no matter where we come from, the truth of Islam remains unchanged. His life is an example of how powerful the message of Islam is, how it continues to attract people from the most unexpected backgrounds. If you found this story eye-opening, there's more to learn. Subscribe now for more untold stories of Islam's impact on the world, and let's continue uncovering the truth together.